Back at it again. Back at it again. Hey, man, what's good, Philly family? We back at it, man. We just came off of the open practice, looking smooth. Jalen Hurts looking particularly well. Hey, man, we ready, man, for the best offense in the NFL to get it rolling. It's about that time, man. We've been waiting for some time to get here, and it's here. So, before we move on, man, if you here, like, comment, subscribe. Videos on a weekly basis. You get multiple videos. I'm coming with it. I'm bringing the heat as much as I can. But, today we're not going to do the intro today, man. We just going to, talk about this open practice. We're going to get into it because tonight, 7:35 p.m., me, Smitty, and the gang, Birds of Broad Street, we will be live, man. So y'all pop out. But we're going to get into it. Today, we want to say happy 25th birthday, Jalen Hurts. The Super Bowl should have been his. It would have been nice to celebrate a Super Bowl today with his birthday today, but we couldn't. So we just want to say happy birthday to Jalen Hurts. Last night, at the open practice, the fans erupted. The fans came ready. It was a warm entrance for Jalen Hurts. He came in with MVP chants. People were ready to see Jalen Hurts. They were ready to see him back in the fold. They were anxious. 50,000 people were in the arena last night. We only sit 68,000 people. Last night, 50,000 were in attendance to see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles step back on the field once again. There was a few guys missing, but yesterday we also had a few signees that stood on the sideline. We signed Miles Jack. We signed Zach Cunningham. We signed some linebacker depth. I think we getting ready for this run, man, because it's getting to that time where you need to know what you got in the building. And Nakobe Dean went down with an injury. He's been out for a few days. They said he's good. He's day to day, but you also need a backup for him. You need a backup for whoever you put next to him, or you need a starter next to him. I don't know what the organization is thinking because that's not me. That's not where I lay my head, man. I'm not counselor. I'm not president. I'm not GM. I'm not head coach. I'm not owner. I'm just a content creator who's trying to figure it out. So they signed 2 linebackers yesterday. I'm pretty sure those 2 guys are fighting for one spot. They cut Davion Taylor. They cut Christian Rambo. And they brought in an offensive lineman. So the offensive line we brought in was, I think, previously an Eagle. He is a center, if I'm not mistaken. So now that's telling me that Cam Jurgens is more than necessarily locked into that right guard spot right now until we figure out more. Right now, it looks like Cam Jurgens is going to be right guard. We've seen Tyler Steen play at the tackle spot. We've seen Cam Jurgens get most of the first team reps at the right guard spot. And we just signed a center as some help and some depth. So with that being said, I think our offensive line is starting to lock in and starting to fill it out. Lane Johnson came out and said that, Cam Jurgens is one of the strong guys, one of the big muscle guys. So obviously over the last year, he has improved. He has made things look a little bit better. Last night, the performance by the offense, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, DeAndre Swift, it looked it smooth. It looked it like, and I know looked it is not a word, but it looked like they had them constructed something to really make this offense flow. And Jalen Hurts, man, he's in that realm of things where he's ready to rock. He's ready to put you on his shoulder and get this championship. I've heard people say the things he has in his phone is psychotic. They say it's not what a normal person would do, but you don't know what drives anybody else. So to say, my quarterback is not, regular, it's kind of absurd. I'm ready to see what he really brings to the table in the next year because I have a hot take. I've been telling people last year was not a leap for Jalen Hurts. It was stability and an influx in talent. Now what you will see is a quarterback who needs things in a certain manner because of how he carries himself, perform at a higher level because everything is now a well-oiled machine. He has the guys in position and he's been with them going on the second year. Last year, you thought him and AJ. Last year, you thought him and Devontae were at the top of their peak of their games. But now you add a DeAndre Swift, you add a Olamide Zaccheaus, you add a Dan Arnold, you bring in Cam Jurgens, and then you give him another year with all these weapons that he's already kind of been connected with. You know, Quez Watkins playing at the top of his game, and you get something almost like perfection. You get something that looks smooth. It looks effortless. Last night, him delivering the ball to Devontae and AJ and Goddard, it looked effortless. And then when you added Swift in, he was delivering the ball to Swift, it looked like he fit. It really looked like DeAndre Swift was been in this offense last year, like he was Miles Sanders. You know, so right now we just waiting for things to work out. The defense it was looking good, you know, but it didn't look better than the offense. But we also got to understand we have a top offense, we have a top defense. So sometimes one or the other could get the better. It happens like that. But it's looking good, man. You know, Kelly Ringo. We brought in linebackers. Kelly Ringo got some playing time last night. Josh Jobe got a touchdown caught on him. Olamide had some play. Everybody got in. Marcus Mariota is the problem for me right now. From what I'm seeing, Marcus Mariota doesn't look fluent. He doesn't look like he's comfortable passing the ball. He was making some of the correct reads, but he was just throwing it a little late, like he was second guessing himself. And then, you know, he was able to run the ball, but I don't need another running back. You know, I got a running back room full of running backs. I don't need another running back. I need him to get it together and be ready just in case you ever have to step in, take a few snaps, take a few games. I don't need what I got from Gardner Minshew last year when I thought we for sure had a dominant win over at least the Saints, even if it wasn't the Cowboys. And then I thought he would be able to come in and be serviceable against the Giants. But we had to put our injured quarterback in the game to get the playoff berth that we wanted at number one seed. If it's not going to work out like that, then I'm all down for Ian Book just being here and going ahead and letting Mariota leave because I don't need another guy that can get in and win a game. If I'm going to do that, then I'll take a guy that I've had on the bench and he kind of knows the offense and take a whim on somebody not knowing what he got going on. You don't have much tape on him. He could get in and shock the world. But I've heard some inklings about Jalen Carter not being up to par. You know, it's not coming from our organization, but it's coming from other organizations that he's just not popping out. If you go look at any of the reports, if you go look at any of the in-day reports, Jalen Carter's on that paper. Nolan Smith is on that paper. You know these guys have been coming in, putting in work, and they're ready to go. They're ready to put it down and show you guys what's really up. If y'all aren't ready for this road to Super Bowl 58, you just not ready. But we are on a ride that is inevitable. Destiny has put us on this roller coaster. And you either stay on to the end of the ride or you get off now because right now it's about to get real. Saturday is the first preseason game. Football is back in full effect. It's back rolling. It's back looking how it's supposed to look. So, you know, you guys, man, get ready. If I have the opportunity Saturday, man, and I got the game somewhere and I'm streaming it, I'll get on here and do a little live with y'all, man. I probably won't sit through the whole preseason game. Preseason is boring. But I do want to see some of the guys get some PT, man, and really see, you know, where they're at and what we're working with because it's nothing like in-game play. We have the Ravens, so that could be interesting. If the first half, if they put Lamar Jackson in and let him play, and we have our first team defense in for the first few plays, I would like to see how that lines up, how it stacks. We don't play the Ravens this year, so I would like to see what our linebacker core, what our safeties look like, you know, in live action, because playing against your team, things will get vanilla. You'll call a scripted, you know, practice for things to work a certain way so you can see what you need to see while you're planning. I'm really ready to see what we have. And yeah, you know, I'm ready to get to it, man. It's about that time Football is right around the corner, man. Before you know it, it'll be week 1, and we'll be playing the Patriots in Foxborough, watching Tom Brady number get retired, at their stadium. But right now, we have to worry about getting better one day at a time. As Nick Sirianni said, we're not worried about Super Bowl runs. We're not worried about, who we play. It's just, moving forward. We just got to do what we got to do and keep it functional, man, because right now we're set. We got young guys. We got old guys. We got a mixture. And I'm pretty set with the roster where we at. So let's get to it. Let's get to work, man. I think we go back to practice tomorrow. Everything will be back on the normal schedule. And I'll be coming out with videos every day we practice, man. Every day we touch the field. And later on, if I have the opportunity, I have some video from guys that were sending me videos in the game. I'm going to make a little video, and I'll post it. Give me a little time. I need to work on it. I want to clip it up. But, yeah, I'm going to send y'all a little video, a little highlight tape on here. If you catch it, like it, comment, tell me how you feel. But until next time, man, go Birds.